Have you ever felt like you're doing all the right things for your health, yet your vision keeps slipping, bit by bit? Maybe your eyes feel tired more often. Maybe the world looks a little blurrier than it used to, even though you're eating your veggies and taking your vitamins. But what if I told you, some of the very vegetables you've trusted for years might be quietly working against you? As an eye specialist, this is something I've seen more times than I can count. Good people, especially those over 60, unknowingly harming their vision with foods they thought were helping. Today, I'm going to walk you through 5 vegetables that may seem healthy on the surface, but could be triggering inflammation, increasing eye pressure, or interfering with your nutrient balance in ways that harm your eyes over time. These aren't rare foods. In fact, most are found in kitchens across the country. And while they're not dangerous for everyone, if you're in your golden years and experiencing dry eyes, blurred vision, or light sensitivity, this might be the eye-opening message you didn't know you needed. And here's something important. No one really talks about this. Not your friends, not your local grocer, and sometimes not even your general doctor. Because vision changes are so gradual, we often overlook the small triggers hiding in our diet. But the eyes, your eyes, are sensitive. They change with age, reacting more sharply to inflammation, poor circulation, and even certain compounds in food. So what once was harmless can, over time, start making a real difference. In this video, we'll unpack the truth behind these 5 common vegetables and why they matter more than ever after 60. We'll also share stories from real seniors who made small changes and saw big results, not with prescriptions or surgery, but with simple, smart food choices. So before you take another bite of that salad or sip that healthy juice, stay with me, because understanding what you're feeding your eyes could be the key to protecting your vision and your independence for years to come. Now let's begin with the first surprising culprit. Let us begin with one of the most surprising and most common vegetables found in senior diets: raw onions. You've probably added them to your salad, sandwich, or dressing without thinking twice. After all, they're fresh, flavorful, and natural. But if your eyes have been feeling dry, watery, or irritated, onions might be quietly making things worse. Here's why. Raw onions are packed with sulfur compounds. These are the very chemicals that make your eyes sting and water when you cut them. And while younger eyes bounce back easily, as we age, our tear production slows down, and our eye tissues become more sensitive. For older adults, those sulfur compounds don't just cause momentary tears. They can trigger inflammation in the delicate glands that keep your eyes moist and protected. Over time, this low-level irritation can disrupt your tear film, leading to that familiar gritty, burning sensation. Take Henry, a 76-year-old who swore by his nightly raw onion salad. He also constantly rubbed his eyes, complaining they felt sandy and red. But after switching to lightly steamed vegetables for just 2 weeks, the discomfort faded. His story isn't rare. It's a reminder that even natural foods can overstimulate aging eyes. Now let's talk about another sneaky group: nightshade vegetables, especially eggplant. These veggies, including eggplant, tomatoes, and peppers, contain compounds called alkaloids. In some people, especially older adults with sensitive systems or mild autoimmune responses, these can cause low-grade inflammation. You may not feel it directly, but your eyes might. Why? Because your retina and optic nerve rely on tiny, delicate blood vessels. Inflammation in your system, even the kind that flies under the radar, can reduce blood flow and oxygen to your eyes. The result? Blurry vision, light sensitivity, and that nagging puffiness around your eyes. Carol, 72, had no idea her beloved grilled eggplant could be part of her vision issues. But after a 30-day break from all nightshades, her clarity returned, and the swelling eased. "I didn't know how foggy my eyes felt until they didn't anymore," she said. Even more surprising, eggplant contains nasunin, a compound that binds to iron. For seniors with anemia or low absorption, this can limit iron getting to your eyes, slowing down oxygen delivery and subtly affecting vision. But don't worry, this isn't about cutting these foods forever. It's about listening to your body, watching for patterns, and knowing when moderation is smarter than routine. Because what you put on your plate always ends up in your vision. Now, let us talk about something that is almost universally seen as good for your eyes: Carrots, and more specifically, carrot juice. We've all heard it since childhood. Eat your carrots, they're good for your vision. And it's true. Carrots contain beta-carotene, which your body converts into vitamin A, a nutrient essential for healthy eyesight. But here's the part no one tells you. More doesn't always mean better. Especially as we age, too much of a good thing can slowly become a hidden problem. Carrot juice is highly concentrated. Drinking large amounts, sometimes even just 1 or 2 glasses daily, can cause beta-carotene buildup in the body. Because it's fat-soluble, your body stores the excess instead of flushing it out, and over time this can disrupt your vitamin A balance. The result? Ironically, it can lead to vision problems, not improvements. Symptoms might start subtly. Light sensitivity, dry eyes, a dull ache behind your eyes, or just feeling like your sight is off. One retiree, Marvin, age 68, thought he was helping his vision by juicing 2 large glasses of carrots every morning. But after a year, his eyes began to hurt, and he couldn't tolerate bright light. Blood work showed elevated vitamin A levels. The fix? Simply switching to whole carrots a few times a week. His symptoms cleared within weeks. And there's another hidden danger: blood sugar spikes. Store-bought carrot juices often include sweet fruits or added sugars. Even pure carrot juice, when consumed in large amounts, can raise your blood glucose. For seniors managing diabetes or prediabetes, this is especially risky. Spikes in blood sugar affect the tiny vessels in your eyes, leading to pressure issues and damage over time. So, what's the takeaway? Carrots are still good. But moderation matters. Whole carrots, eaten with meals, provide fiber that slows sugar absorption and supports healthy digestion. And chewing them, something we forget to value, stimulates nerves and muscles important to facial and jaw health. Don't chase perfect vision by overloading your system. Instead, aim for balance. Rotate your vegetables. Give your eyes the variety they need. And remember, your body doesn't need more. It needs what's just right. Because after 60, protecting your vision isn't about overcorrecting. It's about tuning in, slowing down, and feeding your body the way it truly needs. Next, let us turn our attention to 2 leafy greens that carry a glowing reputation: spinach and Swiss chard. They're praised in every health magazine, added to smoothies, stacked on salads, and recommended for everything from heart health to bone strength. But for older adults, especially those concerned with vision, these powerhouse greens may have a hidden edge that's quietly working against you. The culprit? A natural compound called oxalate. Oxalates are found in high levels in spinach and chard, and while your body can handle small amounts, frequent or large servings, especially raw, can cause oxalates to bind with calcium in your system. When this happens, tiny calcium oxalate crystals can form. While these are most commonly associated with kidney stones, they can also interfere with blood flow in the smallest vessels of your body, including those that feed your eyes. Why does this matter? Because the retina and optic nerve are incredibly delicate. They depend on steady, unblocked circulation. Even minor disruptions can lead to reduced oxygen delivery, slower nutrient transport, and subtle but progressive vision issues, like blurriness, gray spots, or increased glare. Let me tell you about Ruth, 81. She was proud of her healthy habits, eating a spinach salad every single day. But then came the odd double vision, the strange fog across her sight, and that grayish hue she couldn't explain. When we reviewed her diet and ran some basic labs, her oxalate levels were elevated. We asked her to rotate her greens, swapping spinach for low oxalate options like arugula, romaine, and butter lettuce. Within weeks, the haze lifted. It wasn't magic, it was moderation. And there's more. Spinach is rich in vitamin K, which plays a vital role in blood clotting. But if you on medications like blood thinners, a common prescription for many seniors, excess vitamin K can interfere with your dosage and indirectly impact your vascular health, including the blood supply to your eyes. Does this mean you should throw out your greens? Not at all. It means rotate. Cook them lightly. Steaming breaks down some oxalates. Time your supplements wisely, separating calcium or magnesium from high oxalate meals. Your body is more sensitive now. And your eyes? They're asking for circulation, not congestion. So eat smart, choose variety, and let your food nourish, not overwhelm, your vision. And finally, let us talk about a group of vegetables that often hides behind convenience: canned and pickled vegetables. You might keep jars of pickled cucumbers in the fridge, or open a can of green beans for dinner. They're easy, they last long, and yes, they're technically vegetables. But there's a hidden danger here, especially for older adults: sodium. Most canned and pickled vegetables are loaded with salt. It's used to preserve them, enhance flavor, and extend shelf life. But for the delicate blood vessels in your eyes, this extra sodium can quietly do real harm. As we age, our vascular system naturally stiffens. High sodium intake raises blood pressure, including intraocular pressure, the very pressure inside your eyes. Over time, this can increase your risk of conditions like glaucoma and retinopathy, which can lead to permanent vision loss if not managed carefully. Take Ed, 74, who loved his pickled okra and canned beets. He believed they were helping him get his veggies in, but his eye pressure kept rising. Medication wasn't enough. When we finally looked at his sodium intake, the answer was clear. His healthy vegetables were flooding his system with salt, more than double the recommended daily amount. Once he switched to fresh or frozen vegetables, steamed, lightly seasoned, no salt added, his eye pressure stabilized for the first time in over a year. This isn't just about numbers on a label, it's about how small, everyday choices add up. High sodium doesn't announce itself with pain. It shows up as tired eyes, slower focusing, more glare at night. And often, it's dismissed as just getting older. But it's not just aging, it's avoidable. If you rely on canned vegetables, check the label. Look for no salt added and rinse thoroughly. Better yet, go fresh when you can. Your eyes and your entire circulatory system will thank you. Because your vision isn't just about seeing clearly, it's about staying independent, engaged, and safe in a world that you still want to experience fully. So here's the truth. Not all vegetables are bad, but not all vegetables are safe in every form, especially after 60. And that's where your wisdom comes in. Small adjustments, swapping one habit for another, listening to your body and learning as you go, can protect the vision that connects you to the people and places you love most. You've earned this clarity. You've earned the right to see every sunset, every smile, and every moment with eyes that feel strong, comfortable, and truly alive. So tonight, when you sit down for dinner, remember, the best food choices aren't just about nutrition. They're about preserving your light. Thank you for spending this time with me. If something here resonated with you or reminded you of someone you care about, I invite you to take action, reflect, share, and most importantly, keep seeing life clearly. Until next time, take care and protect those beautiful eyes.